What got you into boxing, man?
My older brother who got me into boxing. My father was training him. We started off in the garage, and my brother Rogelio Gutierrez was training, and I was a kid always in the garage watching, and I had to behave because I couldn't be running around distracting them. Some pops make sure, like, stay on the treadmill. If you move, you got to go in the house. I'll sit still and quiet just because I was so interested and entertained by it. And when I was 6, playing t-ball, and I asked my pops if I could box when I turned 7. He was like, yeah. And but before that, we were in Oxford, and my brother was sparring Robert Garcia's guys back in like 2006. And I asked my pops if I could get in the ring and spar, but I never trained, did a day of boxing. But my pops was like, you don't want to spar. Like, he took me as a joke. But I was like, for real, I want to spar. And so they didn't have no kids my size or my age, only bigger and heavier. So my pops said, no, they're too big for you. I was like, I didn't care. So he's like, what? And I was like, I don't care. So all right, he threw me in there, and I got my ass beat for a few rounds, but I stood in there and I threw back. And
you figured it out,
yeah, and
right?
I tried to fight back, but I know a little bit of boxing, but not nearly enough as the kid did. And my pops liked it just because he saw that I could.
You got the heart.
To do. Yeah,
you got the heart, because a lot of it is confidence.
I took the ass whipping, and he asked if I wanted to do it again. I was like, yeah, I want to do it again.
Yeah, that's similar to my story. I did the same thing when I was 13. You know what I'm saying? I just like to fight. To be honest with you, I didn't even really care if I won or lost. I lost probably more than I won. You know what I mean? So do you think that's like a lot of talents that a lot of people just have and they don't even know they got it? Because, you know, when you're in that ring, it takes there's levels to that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, there's a lot of people with it. That's why they call it wasted talent. So many people got talent but don't use it to their full potential just because they're not focusing enough or they're in the streets. That's the big case in my city, Stockton.
Right. So being the youngest fighter, were you intimidated by, having to fight all those older, more mature, got that man strength?
Nah, I saw it as an advantage. As crazy as that sounds, I was always the young cat in the crew. No matter if I was with my cousins in school or what, I was always the youngest, so it wasn't nothing different to me. It was regular, and it put a chip on my shoulder just because I knew a lot more. They had more experience than me, but not more knowledge. Right,
because the people that you fought on your record actually is, they got pretty good records, like 21 and 3 and 18 and 5 and shit like that.
That's what happens when you fight in the States. You can't. I didn't fight one fight in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I was 17 years old, pro, fighting in Nevada and Texas. No Mexico fight. So that's what happens. Sometimes you get that tough fight, and you got to show your skill, and you have to show your will.
So nowadays they got a thing called worrying about losing that zero, the Floyd effect. Do you worry about that? Do you care about losing zero? You just really want to fight the best,
I just really want to fight the best because I got a winning mind state. I got a lot of trust and confidence in my team. I got my pops, I got Coach P, I got Ben, I got Jay Prince, I got Tony Leonard, I got Andre Ward. I mean,
you got all the winners.
It don't get harder than my team, so
right.
I'm not really worried about who the other people got on their side.
So, in terms of boxing, when you're done with boxing, is there anything else that you would like to do, like acting or maybe being in some movies?
That's crazy. That was the exact thing. Ever since a kid, I always liked watching the big screen, and I told my mom that I wanted to be an actor because she looks at me and she laughs. She's like, "Well, you could be an actor," and ever since she said that, it made me like maybe after boxing I could do that. So as a boxing, but right now our goal is to become successful first because that's what's gonna open up all the doors.
That's real talk. So your dream fight, who would be your dream fight? I mean, just at any rate, to get in the ring with him and just go at it.
Yeah, growing up, I always said I wanted to get in the ring with Canelo, but I don't know if I'll ever make it to that type of weight class. Hopefully I could, but growing up, because in my eyes, he's the best right now.
Right. So that's who you grew up admiring?
Roy Jones Jr., that's who I grew up. That was my inspiration. That was my guy right there, my idol. But as I got older.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you too much. Any links or anywhere people can reach you at?
Get me on Instagram at G_squad_nation. That's the same for Twitter. On Facebook, you give me Gabriel Flores.
All right. Thanks, Champ.